back to EURONEWS tonight. Now, the Fourth Plinth in London's Trafalgar Square is to display an anti-colonial rebel as well as the faces of 850 transgender people. The newly commissioned pieces are designed to reveal the hidden narratives of underrepresented peoples of the past and the present. And to discuss the significance of the choice, we're joined by one of the artists chosen to display their work there, Dr. Samson Kambalu, who's also an associate professor of fine arts at Ruskin School of Art. Thank you very much for joining us here on EURONEWS tonight. We really appreciate your time. First of all, congratulations on your selection. Take us through your design, which will be displayed on the Fourth Plinth.
Yes, so this is a sculpture in two parts. There are two figures. One is life-size compared to other sculptures on Trafalgar Square, and the other figure is larger than life-size. And there are figures basically of John Chorley, British missionary, and the larger figure is a Malawian Baptist preacher and Pan-Africanist, John Chilembwe, who was killed in during an uprising in 1915. Yeah.
And I believe your figures, they're both wearing hats, and so are you tonight as well. And that is particularly important. Why is that important? What is the message of your work?
Yes, so these two men are actually wearing hats. The sculpture is based on a photograph taken in 1914, months before John Chilembwe was killed. And in the photograph, there's emphasis on when I studied this photograph, there was emphasis on the hats, in that John Chilembwe is wearing the hat like this, to emphasize, to make it much more,
much larger.
But much larger. At the time, it was forbidden for Africans to wear hats before white people, and this is one part of the reasons why he was killed. He was protesting against such injustices against black people. So the sculpture put emphasis on these hats. Yeah.
And on this act of resistance, your work has been selected alongside Teresa Margolis's piece featuring casts of the faces of some 850 transgender people from all over the world. Do you think there is a connection between the two pieces of art?
Yes, I think you could say that our time is a time of recognition. If you look at the two sculptures I've made on the plinth, they're actually a tango for recognition. I don't think size matters with these sculptures. You have to interact with the sculpture, go around it. And for me, this reflects what's happening in society, that everybody is looking for some kind of recognition, including members of the former British Empire, their history in it. But the same with sexuality. There's need to recognize everybody in their own terms. So I'm not surprised that these were the two chosen works. Yeah.
Dr. Samson Kambalu, the next artist to be recognized by having his work displayed on the Fourth Plinth in Trafalgar Square. Thank you very much for joining us here on EURONEWS tonight, and thank you for watching us tonight. Do stay with EURONEWS.